You've tried everything, the diets, the exercise, the promises, and yet the number on the scale refuses to budge. It is not your fault. It's the lies you've been told. Most people ignore these fundamental truths. 99% miss the final myth, the one that holds the key to everything. Do not make that mistake. Sugar demonized. Let's start with public enemy number one, the one you've been taught to hate: sugar. You've been told that to lose weight, you must eliminate it completely, that carbohydrates are your worst enemy. This is a dangerous myth because it leads to frustration, guilt, and ultimately to failure. The truth is more nuanced and far more liberating. Your body, and especially your brain, needs glucose to function. The real question is not, should I cut out sugar, but rather, what kind of sugar are we talking about? There is a monumental difference between the sugar in a can of soda, which is empty and causes a sharp insulin spike, and the sugar in an apple, which is wrapped in a protective case of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Fiber is the essential word here. It acts like a brake, slowing the release of sugar into your bloodstream, giving you stable energy and a lasting feeling of fullness. When you eat a whole fruit, you are not just consuming sugar, you are nourishing your body and your microbiome. The problem then is not the carbohydrate itself, but its quality and its context. Learn to read labels, flee from the added sugars, the high fructose corn syrups hidden in processed meals, sauces, and even some industrial breads. True freedom is not found in deprivation, but in conscious choice. Instead of forbidding yourself a square of high-quality dark chocolate, focus on eliminating the invisible, unnecessary sugars that the food industry adds everywhere. Nuance is your most powerful ally. Exercise punishment. I ate a croissant, so I have to go run for an hour. Who has never had this thought? This compensation mentality is one of the biggest traps we fall into. We've been led to believe that exercise is primarily a tool to burn calories, a punishment for a dietary slip-up. This is an exhausting and profoundly flawed perspective. Weight loss is determined 80% by what's on your plate and only 20% by physical activity. You can never out-exercise a poor diet. It is a battle you are destined to lose. Thinking this way transforms movement, which should be a source of joy and strength, into a dreaded chore. And when we stop doing the chore, guilt settles in, creating a vicious cycle of demotivation. Let's change our perspective. Exercise is not here to erase a meal, but to build a stronger, more resilient body. When you do strength training, you aren't just burning calories in the moment, you are building muscle. And that muscle is metabolically active, meaning it increases your basal metabolic rate, helping you burn more energy even at rest. Exercise regulates your hormones, improves your insulin sensitivity, lowers stress by reducing cortisol, and releases endorphins that soothe your mind. See every session not as a punishment, but as an investment in your long-term health, an act of respect for your body. A 30-minute walk every day is infinitely more beneficial than a torturous 90-minute session once a month. Consistency and pleasure are the true drivers of sustainable change. True transformation is not found in extreme restriction or in self-punishment. It is found in understanding, patience, and kindness toward yourself. Stop fighting your body and start working with it. Nourish it with real food, move it with joy, and give it the rest it needs. The weight you lose will then just be a natural consequence of the respect you are giving yourself.